This is the installation video for our Rico LanFax plugin. The first step we're going to take, we're going to go to the Start menu and open Internet Explorer. We will go to our FabSoft.com webpage. We'll go to our download section and look for Rico LanFax plugin. We'll download it. We click and run and the download will begin. We will go through the installation wizard step by step to install the product. Once installation is complete, we will open the services window. We will search for Rico LanFax service. We will right click on it and select properties. We will go to our login tab and we will write the account we want the service to run as. In this case, we're going to use Reform SVC. The next step, we run the service. Then we can close the services window. Now we can go to the Start menu. We can go to Reform, LanFax, and select Check Fax System. We will go to the Smart Device Monitor Installation tab. We will click in Launch Rico. We will click English. We will click in Next, and we will start the setup to install the Smart Device Monitor. We will do a full install. Click Next. Select Smart Device Monitor for Client. Click Next again. And it will begin installing. As soon as the installation is done, a restart of the server will need to be done. Now the server has been restarted. The next step will be to go back to the connection test. We'll check Fax System, clicking Yes, and we'll go back to the Connection Test tab. First, we're going to check that the Smart Device Monitor has already been installed. Now we can go to the connection test, or we can go through each test individually. All of them were successful, so we can now close the Rico Fax client. Now we can go and open the Vdp Designer. We click in Evaluate. Now we can go to File, New, and we will select the fax template. We're clicking No, and then we will save the form as fax. As soon as it is saved, we can close the Vdp Designer, and we can go and open the Workflow Designer. File, New, Document Automation, and we will follow the steps to create the form shown in the Reform Rico LanFax User Manual. The first step we're going to take, we're going to drag a form and file object, and we will call it Rico Fax Demo. We click in Finish, and we double click in the object, and we select the fax input text file, and then the fax form. We're clicking No, and the next step will be to take the Rico Fax object and drag it we will name this object Rico LanFax. Then we click in Add Connector, and we'll connect the Rico Fax Demo object to the Rico LanFax object. We click in Yes to start the configuration. Then we can add the username. In this case would be admin. We click in Next. We will click in Select Variable Dynamic Information, and we will select Ship to Name. We're clicking Next. For sender's name, we're going to select Client Name. For sender's department name, we're going to type in Accounting. We can add a sender's phone number. It doesn't need to be the fax number. In here we need to add the fax number. We're clicking Next. For recipient's company name, we're going to select Ship to Name. For recipient's contact name, we will select Client Name. We will type in Ship Receive for the recipient's department name. We'll clicking Next. Then for note and memo, we will select description. For the user code, we can skip. For recipient fax number, you need to add a fax number that can receive faxes properly. In this case, we're typing any number, so just to make the demonstration on how to use LanFax. We will select the default, which is G3. Here is the fax driver we're going to use. We click Finish, and you will notice that both objects we added have green caption, which means that these have been configured. We click in Execute, and you can see what the workflow is doing. Now you can minimize the workflow designer, and you can open Reform Spooler. Now that the Reform Spooler is open, we will navigate to our Backups folder in the Reform directory. We will copy the fax file. We will go to the Spooler directory and paste it there. soon as you paste it, you will notice that the name changes, which means that the file is being processed. As soon as the file disappears, you can check the reform spooler and the entry from the process result will be there. The next steps will be to open the SQL server. We will check the entry there. We click in connect. We'll expand databases, FS Monitor, tables, and we will look for Rico Fax Trans table. We will right click on it and we will select Edit Top 200 Rows. You will see 2 entries there. Now you can minimize the SQL server and we'll go to the Start menu. We'll go to Reform, LanFax, and Fax Web Client to open the web page. As soon as we connect, we go to the Failed tab and you can see the 2 entries there. We're looking the entries in the Failed tab since we added a LanFax number, a fax number that does not receive or send faxes. We only use this number for demonstration. As you can see, both files are there